It definitely wasn't like that at the start where you think, oh, I'm gonna start making money. For me, purely this was a hobby originally. Started out with just creating an Instagram account and taking food pictures.
Yeah.
And just going to a lot of restaurants with friends and, taking pictures of my food. Simply as like a food diary.
Okay.
And eventually that kind of caught word of restaurants. They're like, oh, we really like your photos. Would you like to come and try our food? That was kind of the start of the content creation journey.
So hello everybody, welcome to Canada Student Network. This is a podcast where we talk about student life here in Canada. Also we have guest speakers come in and also talk about how is it to live in Canada, their experience, and also tips about the life even in Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto, anywhere in the world in Canada. So also today we have a very special guest that also is very dear to me. He's a very dear friend. And today we have Darius Davidson.
Oh, you're a dear friend too. Hello.
Thank you. So Darius, let me ask you, how are you feeling today?
Tired.
Tired, very tired. Everybody is like this time of the year. We're in Vancouver right now. This is the January. What was it? No, this is December the 29th.
Yeah, the December 26th period to December 31st is kind of awkward.
I know.
You don't really know what to do.
Yeah, everybody just wants to stay home and relax, especially because of the weather, right? So, guys, you guys can follow us in Canada Student Network. And today, well, I'm gonna let himself to introduce himself, but so I will call it the favorite foodie from Vancouver. So, Darius, can you tell us who you are, where are you from?
Hi, I'm Darius Davidson. I'm a food content creator based in Vancouver. I cover a lot of restaurants in the city. I don't really cook. I don't do any recipes or anything. I just go to restaurants, review them, give, some good takes here and there, and also at the same time make some funny skits about food.
Oh, yeah, well, if you guys don't follow him, your Instagram, what is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Darius D. Davidson.
Yeah, you guys will follow him up because he makes very good content about food. To be honest, most of the recommendations that I even knew him before I actually know him as a friend, I already know that the kind of content that he makes. And let me ask you, where are you from? You're from Vancouver.
I'm from Toronto, actually. I was born in Toronto, and I came here when I was 4 months old.
Okay.
So I basically was born here.
Basically born here, you live
Yeah.
here all this time. And let me ask you, how did you start your journey of being a content creator? That will be something very interesting for the people that look at us, because especially for people that is outside Canada, they always come and first of all they think, okay, what should I do when I first come to Canada? I know maybe in the content creation it's not like you're gonna start making money right away. I know it's not like that at all. But maybe can you, is somebody that is new to it, what advice would it give?
Yeah, you're right. It definitely wasn't like that at the start where you think, oh, I'm gonna start making money. For me, purely this was a hobby originally. It started out with just creating an Instagram account and taking food pictures.
Yeah.
And just going to a lot of restaurants with friends and, taking pictures of my food. Simply as like a food diary.
Okay.
And eventually that kind of caught word of restaurants. They're like, oh, we really like your photos. Would you like to come and try our food in exchange for a photo? And so that was kind of the start of the content creation journey, because that led me to upgrade my camera, get one of those fancy DSLRs, start taking professional food photography, and then eventually shift towards short form video when TikTok and stuff became a thing.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, to be honest, that's something we were talking about with one of our previous guests, Sonny. She was telling us when you are doing a good job, somebody's gonna notice you, right? So I'm pretty sure that's something about content creation. When you're doing something good, that at some point somebody from another business or maybe another content creator would contact you and be like, hey, we should do something, right?
I think so too. When you're doing your hobby well enough and you're enjoying it and you're showing your passion for it, as long as there's something monetizable that other businesses can see in that sense, then they can reach out to you for content creation. Whereas I was taking pictures of food at restaurants, so restaurants saw there was business opportunity to be like, oh, I can ask this guy to take pictures for my restaurant.
Yeah. Oh well, it's everywhere in the world, social media is the thing, right? Everywhere. So for those content creators, maybe what advice you would give them is like maybe to keep creating content and then like maybe get some connections, and that way you can like a little bit grow, right?
Yeah, keep creating content as long as, but don't just create like any kind of content.
It has to be meaningful.
It has to be meaningful, it has to be true to yourself, and has to be in the same niche. You can't just be all over the place.
Okay.
One example, like I've seen lately, is people do this thing where they do like day 1, day 2 of doing the same thing.
Oh.
For example, making your own cafe, day 1, day 2. People love that. They follow for the journey, it's meaningful. They want to see this person make their own home cafe. And it's all similar niche too.
Okay. Well, maybe one question that I would like to ask you. If you were not a food-focused Instagram account, what else would you do?
Gaming.
Gaming? Oh, that's a big one, eh?
Gaming content creation has always been the one thing I wanted to tap into.
Yeah.
But I've always kind of been too scared. Or I just spend too much time thinking about how I want to do it, how I want to perfect it. And I spend so much time thinking that I never actually get into actually doing it.
Okay.
I never actually stream the games that I should be streaming. I just think about, the perfection of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Also, I feel that maybe content creation for maybe streaming, you also need to put yourself into in front of the computer for a good while of time, right? Probably it's like more time expending than is it to maybe make food. What do you think? Like, how much time would you say that you spend like making your food videos a week compared to somebody that would do maybe video games?
I mean, let's say if I go to one restaurant, that'll be travel time, maybe 30 minutes. Then time spent in the restaurant, 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
So that'll be a mix of like filming the content and just enjoying the food, getting overall feedback for it. And then more travel time to go home.
Yeah.
And then about an hour or so when it comes to editing, thinking about the script, the voiceover, if I want to use music or not. So it could take some time just to make that one content piece. But usually for streamers itself, for gaming, they just hit live, they go stream for a couple hours. They're not really making content out of it, they're just streaming a game for people to watch.
Yeah.
It's different in the sense that they're live, whereas I'm creating more of a timeless piece that can be watched even later on, whereas you have to watch the stream at that moment.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, to be honest, the thing about content creation overall, because also in Canastro Network, like making a podcast is also a little bit of a content creation. So the thing I like the most is like it's all about imagination, right? It's like maybe you have a good idea. For example, Darius, as I said, is a dear friend of mine. So like sometimes even when we're walking on the street, he will have an idea, and they would like immediately, okay, I have an idea. You will jump here, and then I will do this, and then I will have this face, like this kind of. This situation, I feel like, first of all, it's very fun, but also you need to be aware of what can be done in that moment, right?
Yeah, a lot of the things come to mind in the moment, but you have to, I feel like because I'm chronically online, I'm able to think of things on the fly a lot quicker than other people. But other times I'm just kind of ripping ideas from other people because so many ideas have already been done.
Of course, there's nothing wrong about it too. It's like somebody invented the wheel, does nothing makes you any less if you make your own wheel, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless you start claiming that you
made the wheel. Yeah, that's true. Unless you start claiming that you made the wheel, right?
Yeah.
And also, let me ask you, for example, if you were a new content creator here in Vancouver, maybe can you tell me like which channels do you start using for you to start getting a little bit of attention? For example, would recommend to start on Instagram or to TikTok or to YouTube? I don't know.
If you're a new content creator, I see a lot of Vancouver international students. They make TikToks about coming to Canada and their journey, and those actually pop off really well on TikTok.
Okay.
Albeit at times this is kind of biased, but they're also like international student women.
Yeah. And
they get a lot of views, but that's a different story. But I'd say if you are trying to do content creation and monetize it eventually, Instagram would be the best way, although be it harder than TikTok. Just because a lot of businesses and brands and restaurants they
Oh.
look at Instagram.
Yeah, I guess TikTok is more crowded, but it's just gonna be like just users, random users,
Yeah.
not really businesses.
But I'd
watching
say
it.
like if you're posting content, do it on for both.
Yeah.
The same one across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
So multi-platform posting is
Yeah,
important.
but especially Instagram too, because if you link your Instagram with Facebook page
Mm-hmm.
and you're sharing your reels or posts to Facebook, then eventually you can get monetized for Facebook. So
Oh.
Facebook actually pays you, while Instagram doesn't pay you.
Oh, okay. So like the monetizing, you would say like getting into Facebook, that's like the best way for you to monetize.
Facebook and YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. So
Which
like
is kind of funny because
Yeah.
who uses Facebook?
I know, but like that's the big daddy of Instagram, right? So, like,
Yeah.
it's the old guy. Well, no, that's very useful. So like the strategy is kind of like first of all start in like a public, maybe TikTok, and then you move and at the same time Instagram, and at some point get stuff to Facebook, so you start monetizing.
Yeah, I'd say TikTok is not that important because we don't get creator fund.
Okay.
It's nice to see the views on there, but it doesn't really translate into anything. Like I have my TikTok and sure my videos get shown a lot to a lot of people,
Okay.
but oftentimes it hasn't really net me any brand deals as much, whereas I get more
Okay.
brand deals through Instagram.
Also, I was gonna ask you, do you have any like funny story to let us know about like content creation? Well, maybe I know, doesn't need to be something bad or something good, something like maybe you would want to share. I don't know, maybe a time where you went to a restaurant, they recognize you, and they would be like, "Oh, you're the foodie guy," or any fun experience like that.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit. I'd say where there are people who come up to me at restaurants or even just on the street where they say hi.
Big Way.
Big Way, usually Big Way.
A
Yeah.
lot of your videos are from Big
No,
Way.
just recently at Contact, there were so many
Oh.
people that came up to me. They're like, "Oh, you're the Big Way guy. Or you're the hot pot guy."
Oh yeah.
So I guess that's my niche, just hot
Yeah,
pot.
for those of you that don't know Big Way, because maybe you are new to Canada or like not from Vancouver, Big Way is an Asian restaurant about hot pot, right? It's like make your own hot pot.
Yeah, it's actually Malatang, but for some reason they always call it hot pot.
Okay.
But Malatang would be like, yeah, you pick your own ingredients, it's pay by weight, and you choose soup base, and yeah, just
Yeah.
a lot of variety to choose from.
I really like he got this content creation when like everybody has to like guess how much is the bowl gonna cost because they measure by weight, right? So much money you're gonna be paying. So Darius has this content that where everybody like in his group are like gonna be guessing how much is it gonna cost, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So this kind of activities is the ones that you really need to like think of like really quickly, maybe copy it from somebody else, but like having your brain very open to opportunities is good to be a content creator, right?
I think I initially saw one or two people do that, and then I started spamming that idea,
Wow.
that concept, and then I guess people just think I'm the one who came up with it. But
Okay.
it's interesting that people are so intrigued to watch people guess how much their bowl is.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but it gets views, so I'll just keep doing it.
Oh well, yeah. As long as it works, I know. Still
Yeah.
rolling it.
and it's food related. It's like food related humor, because I want to do a lot of just not only food reviews, but funny things that happen at food restaurants or like that's relatable.
Yeah, because also besides doing the content, I feel like your style is like you also have a character, right? I mean, I know yourself as a person. You look is like that, but there's like silly moments and everything. Like when somebody opens your Instagram, they think, oh, this guy makes like food videos and make funny content.
Mm.
You know, like this kind of person. Do you think it's a character or is it a real person that you are?
I'd say it's me.
Is it just you? Yeah,
It's just me.
Oh, that's pretty good. You know, being authentic. Like I sometimes feel like some content creators they try to make this character to be able to make different videos. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think people who do make a character is good as well. They have the benefit of really pushing down into that singular niche. Some people that come into mind would be, do you know Jay Ma, the international
Oh,
student?
I think I've seen some of his.
Yeah, he's the rich
shorts.
international student.
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's a character.
Yeah, that's a character.
But he plays it so well, and people love it. Or you see a lot of Asian stereotypes as characters. You have like the Hongdae guy.
The
in
uncle.
Korea.
What's the name of that uncle guy that makes the fried rice?
Oh, Uncle Roger. Yeah, Uncle Roger.
that's a
Yeah, exactly.
character.
Those are all characters, and they do it so well. But I can't think of a character that I could play that I could pull off, so I just be
Being
myself.
authentic. No, that's great. No, that's amazing. That's even the best way, right? Because you don't need to fake anything. You're that person.
But people will still think it's a character or not, or people will always be parasocial and assume like if they're being serious or not, or if it's just for jokes. But that's just the internet.
Oh well, everybody on the internet have their own opinion. So, oh yeah, that's actually good because I was gonna touch this topic. So when it comes to people commenting on your social media, on your content, I know there is sometimes gonna be always good comments, but there's always some bad comments as well. So how would you deal? Well, what recommendation would you give to somebody that is like new in the content creation and maybe getting some bad reviews? And what would you say to these people?
I would say you definitely have received a lot of bad comments before. I would say not respond to them would be key. I know that I've seen other food content creators, when they receive a bad comment, they go all out and they write a long response.
Oh.
And I feel that's unnecessary. I feel feeding fire into fire is not good.
Mm-hmm.
At best, if you don't like what they said, just delete it or just hide it. And if you're getting constant comments about similar things, you can always just put specific keywords that you don't like.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
block it
that's an
out.
option? Sorry, I didn't
Yeah,
know
you can
that.
do that on, say, Instagram and TikTok,
Oh.
so that you don't see like those kind of words pop up for you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very true. And also, that's very helpful, right? Because if somebody is like putting in a bad comment, instead of like going all for it and start fighting this other person, like most of the time, maybe like choosing peace is the best, right?
Choosing peace is the best. And I know that's the scariest thing too when it comes to putting yourself out there online. People are worried about being perceived and they don't want to receive mean comments, and they can't deal with online bullying, and that's understandable. But at the same time, hey, if people are commenting, that means you're doing something
know,
right,
right?
unless you're actually doing something really bad.
And actually, that's funny because we have this saying in Mexico. It says, when you are like going forward when the dogs are barking.
You're going forward when the dogs are barking.
Yeah, so like when you're like reaching the place you want to be is when the dogs are barking. Because in the street in Mexico there is a lot of dogs.
Yeah.
So like when you're walking, like especially when you're walking in like a strong manner, they will bark at you.
Oh, it's your aura.
So this is the aura. Yeah, it's kind of a metaphor for like the bad comments to be dogs barking to you. Yeah.
Well, that's
pretty,
cool.
yeah. Mexico, we have a lot of these crazy comments. So yeah, like that's very true what you say, because when you are putting yourself into exposure yourself into the world, like which is like social media, you also need to be aware of like these kind of things can happen, right? And also depends on what content you make, right?
Yeah.
If you talk about politics, you cannot not expect to get some like kind of argument, right?
There will be, yeah, it depends if you're talking about politics from your own point of view, or maybe you're just stirring the pot so people argue in the comments.
Yeah, there's a lot of those strategies, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of strategies of how you can play it. People, usually if you play it too safe, you don't get as much engagement, whereas people who do risky things on the internet, rage bait people, they often get the most comments, but also it's not the most hate too. It's not the good kind of comments, such as like pranking people. There's like a prank where people wear meta glasses and they go around with the Apple Pay sound and they put their phone near someone else's phone to pretend that they took money from their phone.
Oh.
And then they're like, oh, I just took $20. And then they have like people chasing after them.
Yeah,
like people find it funny, but that's not a good thing.
I know. I mean, like it's always what kind of content you want to make, but also like maybe when you touch somebody else's personal, space, and also what they're doing is like maybe there is a little bit of like ground you don't want to touch, especially if you're a new content creator, right? Well, your specialty, which is food, is very great though. I would say like it's one of it's a little bit of the dream of many people, because a lot of people love food like kind of the essence of happiness for some people. So for you to be able to like go to places, so how this journey has been to you, because right now you have around 50k 40k followers, right?
44 on Instagram, 28 on TikTok, and 100k on YouTube. Yay.
Yeah, so congratulations. So how this journey has been to you? Did you learn from the beginning? You think from you to the beginning till now, Has it all has changed like completely, or you always had this vision of yourself being here, or can you tell me about it?
No, I definitely did not have this vision of being here. I didn't think that this would be my gateway into content creation. And I would say that every day I'm constantly changing. Every day I'm always researching ways on how to improve and change myself
Yeah.
for, well, better for myself as a person and also for content creation. Because I started out with food, but I often find myself in a conundrum where do I want to stay with food? Should I try branching out and doing other things? Or should I just make separate accounts for everything?
Yeah.
But all in all, currently at the stage I'm at right now, the conclusion I have is if you have a particular interest or niche, keep it on one account. If you have other interests in niche, make separate accounts. I feel that's a lot better in the long run because I have a lot of non-food related skits on my food account, for example, because I wanted to showcase more of my personality. I wanted to make my account not just food, but make myself as the brand. And I find that there's difficulties in doing that. And I find that people who follow me for food, they're not gonna like the skits. People who follow me for random skits are not gonna like the food. So I figure it's better to keep things separate.
Yeah. Okay, that's a very nice advice. I'm pretty sure like people listening right now will be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
because it's always about the first step, right? Like also when you get like to start something, it's like when you roll it and then at some point you see, oh my God, I'm here. Maybe maybe not where you want to be, but maybe close to it, or maybe like ahead of it.
Yeah, I would say also being consistent and posting every day or every other day would help a lot.
Yeah, so keeping constant, get to know your product. Very
Yeah.
important. Maybe differentiate yourself from the other brand. That's very important. And also, let me just ask you. Now that we are 21 minutes in, let me ask you. Well, I know a lot about the content creator now, but can you tell me just a little bit about your life? So like maybe do you also have another job? You don't need to tell me what it is, or maybe like can tell me what kind of person you are beside the character. Well, no, you're not 100% character, but
No. What kind of person I am? I'm a extrovert, ENFP. Shout out to the people who do MBTIs.
yeah.
You can go figure that out.
I one time tried to make it, but I didn't understand anything. So
You didn't do the test?
I tried to do the test, but it just didn't match me very well. I don't know.
Really? You didn't think so? I mean, it could change over time, but
Yeah.
for all the times I've done the test, it always comes out as ENFP, which is an extrovert.
Mm.
So a lot of my personality and character is extroverted, but I do have a lot of introverted hobbies mainly. I like to stay at home, read, whether it be books or manga, play video games, a lot of like story-based RPG video games,
Ooh.
watch a lot of anime and movies, and just, yeah, lately I've just kind of introvert.
Oh, that's great. I mean, that's something very similar to what I do as well.
Yeah, but I also, I work a 9 to 5,
Mhm.
and some people find that hard to believe because they think I'm a full-time content creator, but no, I work every day, like every weekday, 9 to 5, and I do marketing as my job. So it's
Oh.
kind of similar to what I do with social
Oh, that's
media.
great, because you already have like knowledge about it, right?
Yeah, so the things I learned there kind of helps each, like my platform, and things I learn on my platform kind of helps my own full-time job. So it's kind of cool. Kind
That's
of double
great.
dips in a sense.
Oh, it's great. Well, now we are 23 minutes in, so we're gonna be starting to wrap up. So let me, so I wanted to ask you, which actually like, you told me you get this asked a lot. So I was gonna ask you maybe some food recommendations in Vancouver for people that are especially newcomers here. I mean, maybe some people that wants to try Canadian food, maybe like your personal favorite or like some
Canadian
recommendation. I know there is, I mean, like, I don't want to say anything, but like it's very limited Canadian food in Canada.
It's funny because you have a lot of international students come here wanting to try Canadian food, but it's just all like really good Asian food.
Exactly. Yeah. I also share the same thought. Like the best Asian food I had is here in Vancouver compared to maybe Toronto or Montreal. I feel
Yeah.
like Vancouver has very good Asian food.
Well, I'd say, because Vancouver's known for sushi, like seafood, I'd say Raisu is really good.
Raisu.
Yeah, I like going to Raisu a lot, whether it be for a celebration a date night, good spot, good service, good seafood.
The one in Vancouver in downtown?
It's in the Kitsilano area.
Kitsilano area, okay.
Yeah, but other spots include like Canadian spots. I'd say on the pricier end, you have like Published on Main, you have Nightingale. Those are good higher end spots, good date night spots for sure. But if you're just looking to like go somewhere with friends, just kick back, I'd recommend
Hongdae?
Hongdae Pocha? Actually, it's kind of nice there.
That one is a nice atmosphere.
It's a good drinking spot.
It's a good place. If you guys like to share drinks, that's a good spot to be there.
Yeah, there's not really any good pocha spots. I like Mumu Kitchen.
Mumu Kitchen. That one is also very good. If you want like the good time Korean atmosphere.
You want the Korean like pocha vibes? Yeah, you go there for like fried chicken and soju and stuff. If you're looking for Italian food, I'd recommend Ask for Luigi.
Oh, I heard that one a lot. I never tried it, but you know, like that one definitely should be one of the top that I heard. That is very good. Yeah.
And Vancouver has a lot of cafes, and I love going to cafes, so I'd recommend Nemesis, Sea Market Coffee, which is currently in Port Coquitlam, Pitt Meadows, and Coquitlam, but they're opening their store soon in Vancouver, I think on Main Street, and it's going to be the largest cafe in Vancouver. So this is kind of sneak peek news.
Okay.
It's going to be bigger than La Forêt, which is currently the biggest in Vancouver.
La Forêt is very nice. Yeah, you guys are around Burnaby, which I think most of the population might live in, international population might live in Burnaby as well. So it's a good one. It's like, I don't know if you knew, but most international students, especially when they're at homestay, which is like they're living with somebody else's family.
Yeah.
They usually go to Burnaby.
Really?
So like, so that's a good intake, you know.
Yo, shout out Burnaby. I'm from Burnaby.
So before we finish, we also have this little thing that we do for every podcast. So Yaya already asked you a question, which is about the food. Which would you recommend? But now I want you to think of something you would want to ask to the next person interview. Okay, maybe take your time because I'm gonna do a little bit of promo here. Take your time to think about
something I want to ask the next person.
Yes, the next person. It can be about anything. Maybe it can be about food now that we're talking about food and special places.
Okay.
So guys, maybe you guys are thinking, why am I not wearing a bottom-up shirt, or also why I'm not wearing like a sweater or something formal? Well, it's because this podcast is sponsored by Device Essence. This is our sponsor for today. They make this cool brand. It's like about streetwear. Also, they are like the marketing guy, my very good friend, and also you guys can get yours in Divine Essence Instagram. But you can also text me, and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the link to this app, to this website. So Divine Essence, they do streetwear, also they do this kind of t-shirts. So let me just show it to you guys for a little bit. So I don't know if you can see over there. So these cool designs, and also it's always with a logo. They just released, and it's a local brand. So for those of you that like to support local businesses, you guys can follow Divine Essence, and just follow also Canada Student Network, and also follow Darius, our favorite foodie. So yeah, if you guys want more information, please follow us on Canada Student Network, and also follow Divine Essence, and also follow Darius. So Darius, do you have a question?
Yes, my question to the next person is, would you rather take a 120K remote job in Vancouver or 240K office job?
Office job. Okay, so you would prefer like either go all
remote for
or
120K or office for 240K?
Damn, I do office.
You go office?
You also do office, or you come?
I would do office, yeah.
You would do office.
But there are a lot of people, there's a huge debate right now. There are a lot of people who say they would do remote.
Yeah, I think it depends on the personality too, and also what kind of job do you do. For example, this kind of personality, you know what, let's throw it away. I'm more of like a people person, so you know, like being in contact with people is what I like to do. So for me, this kind of like to be in the office also like gets me that a little bit of like human interaction, which I like. Well, thank you so much, and also guys, don't forget, follow Divine Essence. They were a sponsor of this video. Look at this cool hat. It can be yours. Also, wow. This release is not up yet in the website, so it's just like previous one. So it's kind of the trailer. So you guys want to follow them, please do so, and tell them we come with Canada Student Network.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for watching. We are Canada Student Network, the podcast where we talk about student and also Canadian life here in Canada. So please leave your comment to what you want to see next. And also, if you guys were interested to appear in the podcast, it can be online or in person. You just need to shoot us a message either on the Instagram or also send us an email at canada.network. Canstu.network, and also just follow our Instagram. Also, on our Instagram, we're posting how to you can be part of the podcast, etc. And also, if you guys are interested, we also are the sub brand of Canada or Vancouver Student Events. We are opening a volunteer program for people that is also international for Canada. You guys can come and meet new people, also learn about event management and marketing, and also appear in the podcast. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much, Darius, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Now we're gonna go have
Bye.
food. Thank you.